Welcome with me, Jen from letithappencoaching.com. Today, 31st of October 2022, Halloween, and I would like to share my experience and my shift of experience, my shift of perception with that time, with that day. I used to not like Halloween, and actually one of my best friends sent me a message today saying like she doesn't really like Halloween, and I completely get her. And for me, before, it was very that very American stigmatization, if I can say so, like of scary parties and the candies going like door after door, and I don't know, it was very scary for me, very not nice, and even though I know for many people it's very fun, for me it was always very dark in a way. And then, very much along my spiritual path, a few years ago, and not that many, I would say, like maybe a couple of years ago, it shifted because in Mexico, for example, there is El Día de los Muertos, and it's a beautiful celebration. It's really celebrating the dead, our ancestors, and even when I'm saying ancestors, I'm like, my skin is reacting. I'm having chills. It's just, for me now, I'm seeing these days as very sacred, as very beautiful. And also alongside astrology, I learned that the veil is thinner as well, so you can connect more easily with the invisible, with your ancestors, with other worlds. And for me, it really shows as well that, because more and more we are seeing two different worlds taking place, and very, like, we are all on that planet Earth, yet sometimes I feel that even though everybody has its own reality, because our reality is based on our perception, our lenses based on our beliefs, yet I do really see that separation between kind of like the old world, the new world, and how people are behaving, living, and it's clearer and clearer. And also, in a way, that those days shows, like the one that just, they're not even aware, and they want to party, get drunk, and just take the days of holidays, which it's okay. There is nothing wrong with that. And then there are other people who sees those days are completely different. They want to actually honor them, and with astrology, with my understanding now where I am at the moment in my life, not only this year I see Halloween differently, okay, as a celebration and very sacred days, and not something dark at all, like something very nice, like let's honor the people that are not with us anymore, and also help maybe the one that really needs to go to and reincarnate to something else, because sometimes some souls are struggling to leave that world as well. And even though all of that is not my specialty, but what I wanted to say, and why I wanted to do that video, is because it has changed my perception, and now I'm finding those days very holy, very nice, and I'm just opening a door that eventually you see them in another way too, that eventually is not just a day off, or not just a day to party, to get like dressed and to be scary, or just seeing that as like, oh, I don't like that scary how I used to be, but eventually to say, oh wow, hold on a second, you know. In Mexico, like really for me, I have taken that example from Mexico because it's so colorful and so beautiful, and I have never been there, you know, like physically to experience it, although I would love to. Even the way they dress, it's just stunning. And so yeah, it might change as well your perception, and you might enjoy that day and take a second, 5 minutes in your day to just honor your ancestors. And the other thing I wanted to say as well is that for the first time, I'm ready also to recognize and to call my ancestors, which for me is very special. And you might not be at that stage, and that's perfectly fine, you know, like I'm just now, and I'm exploring for the first time. I'm actually acknowledging my heritage as well, and my line, and as much as I can. And at least there is the intention to connect and the readiness to be open to whatever I receive, and as of an experience, insights, or whatever it is, or nothing. I just want, and my intention is to honor, to be conscious about those sacred days, and also today, and to take a time consciously to just say thank you to all my heritage, to all my ancestors, and open a space if they want to connect. And you know, it can also just be you just think about the past, the people you love, and that passed away, and you know, having a good time. Is just about opening the space, and having that consciousness, if that resonates for you. And that's it. So that's my shift of perception of experience with Halloween. My invitation as well for you to see those days differently, to take a little bit of time or the time you want, to connect with that day, behind all the commercial, behind the window that we have been sold to in the mass market, but really connecting to the profound meaning of those days. Again, I'm not a specialist. Again, it's very new to me, yet I feel it's an important message. So in the meantime of my next video, believe in yourself to your success. Let it happen.